Can you feel it? The possibilities? The deafening force of awakening life below your feet? The earth-shaking strength inside of you? It's there. Spring is a time for new beginnings. This is your chance to begin anew. To make the changes you need. These last few weeks have been so wonderful. Easter came and went. One of my favorite parts of Easter is a type of soda that we only drink around this time of year and on Christmas. It's called påskmust, and look how much that foams. I did the mistake of drinking directly from the bottle. That was an experience, but it's really nice because it's not so sweet. Recently it was also waffle day, and I just love these days. It's just like the entire world went, okay, we need something to celebrate, so let's just make something up. Okay, yeah, let's celebrate waffles. And I approve of this. I went to my mom's house and she made me waffles in my great-grandmother's waffle iron, and that was really nice. And I did my best to take a cinematic shot of a waffle, but I don't think I'm cut out to be a food YouTuber. I always say I like the changing of the seasons better than any particular season, but this is not an aesthetic time of year, is it? The winter has this silent, magical beauty, and spring is so full of life, but the in-between the two, it's just like an in-between. I'm a bit sad that there's not even the Walpurgis bonfires this year. There were, of course, no one last year's either, due to the whole Rona situation. If you don't know what Walpurgis is, it's sort of a celebration of light where you gather and light this huge fire every year on the last of April. But it's also a really convenient time to burn anything that you collected in your yard during spring. And since there's so many farms and stuff around here, the bonfires are something else. But this year I'll have to look forward to other things. I do have other things actually I want to share. I recently discovered a channel called A Charming Life, and in their last live stream they shared how they have this spring bucket list, and I was so excited, so I just had to make my own. One of my bullet points I took right off of theirs, and that is to cherish new life. And to do that this spring, I want to spend more mindful time with my son. Next, I wanted to collect some birch sap, which you saw in the beginning of this video. And as soon as the snow melts a little bit more, I'm going to go out in the forest to see if I can find any deer antlers. Next, I really want to make a birch flute, which I haven't done since I was a kid, and this is the only time of year you can make one. So I'll see if I can find the right type of tree. And lastly, I want to make some birch leaf tea. So I hope you look forward to do those things with me in future videos. This week I want to take you with me as I do some fixing around the house. I vacuumed today and that makes me feel like a superhero. Maybe I could paint this, what's this called? Well, this. I was thinking maybe I could paint it something more like this green or something. This paint I bought is a really nice green color, but I don't know, like my son eats on the whatever it's called, so maybe I shouldn't paint it with this. Maybe it's toxic. Dear God, child, stop fiddling with everything. Colorful socks. It matches my vacuum cleaner. Here's some clothes Vin has been going through. He picked out everything that's too small, so I guess I am gonna sell this. I'm washing the bed sheets and everything today, so I'm gonna dust these. This bed is not built a toy. There's always toys. This bed, I'm balancing it on my last book boxes, and Vin's dad made new legs, and I really want to add them so I can like finish the bookcase in the living room. Yay! I can remove the boxes, so this means I can finally put up the last books. The way these traditional sofas work is that you can pull out the outer part and make it into the bottom of the bed like this. But as a result, there's not legs down here, so that's why we had to make extra legs. As you can see, the bed we have right now is too small for this, but we're currently saving up to buy a bigger bed. And in the meantime, I store like blankets here because I'm cold. So up until now, I've only like just put stuff in the bookshelf. It's not like organized or anything. Well, sort of. Oh my god, so strange looking. This is like a gift box Vin got for his birthday. This is our son's handprints. This is like a nightlight. This space was originally meant to have like a TV in. He said he was thinking about putting some doors over, which would have been really nice because I think TVs are really ugly. At first I thought it was kind of nice to have like this text here about how it feels to read a book, but I'm like considering putting in at least one other shelf. It could be really handy to have. It's sort of a wasted space right now. Here's some philosophy and poetry, and then I have some art books, and down here I have just like some books for the kid, and here's like photographs. I plan to make like a photo album, and then some instruments that we play together. He's not allowed to use these on his own. I made some cards for him, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and you know, Itsy Bitsy Spider, so he can tell me which one he wants to sing. I think this series is the ones that are in the boxes that was under the bed, and I'm thinking about how I want to organize this. This series is 47 books, I think, and then there's this series, it's like, I don't know, I don't remember, at least 13 books. Then this, like 27 or something. I'm really questioning how I'm going to fit it all in here.
Think about me one more time before you go. Someday you'll know. Someday you'll know. You know what I'm going to say. I've been feeling this way for far too long.
I'm realizing I'm missing at least one more box of books. I am a little bummed to not be able to finish the bookcase. I am sure the last books are in one of my office boxes, which I haven't unpacked yet, but at least I'm a little bit closer. In the meantime, Vind and I have had a few of our adventures. One of my favorite places to film, as I'm sure you have noticed, is down by the river, and the best view is of course on the bridge. Look how thin and beautiful the ice is. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? And a while back, Vind bought a used GoPro, so of course we headed down there to test it out. And it's really cool because it can show you so much more at the same time in comparison to our old camera. We also took a day trip to a place called Goblin Mountain. And I'm not even kidding, it's called Goblin Mountain. This is the land of myths and fairy tales, okay? Goblin Mountain is another one of my favorite places. It's such a nice place to have lunch. I want to share another favorite of mine that I have been obsessing a little bit about lately, and it's this, my favorite boulder. Why, don't you have a favorite boulder? It's in my mom's yard, and it's pretty obvious that there's some troll magic shenanigans going on here. I just love how you can find little treasures of everyday magic everywhere if you just look carefully. The reason why I have been obsessing so much about this is because of a channel called Geo Beck that recently did a video on lichen, and I've been so fascinated by it lately. If you like to get nerdy with nature stuff, you should definitely check out that channel, so I'll link it down below. As always, I would like to say a huge thank you to my patrons. I can't thank you enough for believing in my work, and thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.